Hi guys, Rickard here. Thanks for watching this video. In today's video I will reveal 5 key things that guys quickly fall in love with in a woman. In this video you will discover why playing hard to get might not be such a great idea after all. How to light his fire and find his passion. How to engage his humor and be a social butterfly. And finally, why it's important that you will get sensual with him. But before I do, please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed and that bell notification so that you will get notified whenever I upload new videos here on YouTube. And I normally do this once or twice a week, but right now I'm actually trying to do it for a whole week without any interruption. So I hope you give me some likes also if you like this kind of content, to show me what I need to create more of and that you like. Let me begin with a quote here from Coco Chanel. A woman should be 2 things, stylish and also remarkable. Whether you're searching for a future partner or already have one, it pays to have right habits in a relationship. One vital thing about guys is that they don't necessarily know how to convey what they want in a relationship. Many guys never really learned about how to show their emotions, so it can be difficult sometimes for them to let their partner know about their emotional and physical desires. And this results in all sorts of miscommunication and also unfulfilled expectations, which can put a wedge in between a couple. The good news is I'm here to give you a cheat sheet to how men think, drawing from my experience and from helping thousands of men and women. Below are the top 5 habits that makes guys crazy about you. And they are, as I told you before, play hard to get, light his fire, engage his humor, be a social butterfly, and get sensual. So let's begin by the first statement here, play hard to get. I know this could sound like a cliche, but listen up. A lot of women and men try to create attraction by putting on a distant but I might be attracted to you kind of act. Likewise, these women may wait some time to respond to messages, for example a number of hours, a few days and so on, so they don't look desperate. Worse, they pretend they've got better things to do, expecting it'll make a guy more curious about them. However, this technique often backfires. Doing this is confusing and he'll at some point see through it. This naturally is a big turn-off for him. It's perfectly natural to show interest in him, so don't bother playing silly mind games because they don't work. It's only what the bread and butter of so-called pickup artists who teach outdated methods to men use anyway. So trust me on this, guys, they don't work. Rather, you can take a slightly different approach, one that shows authenticity and at the same time triggers his curiosity. Send signs that you like him and be enthusiastic when you're together. Experts find that a man begins falling in love with a woman once they know that they are wanted. As for the so-called playing hard to get, that means actually keeping busy. It's by far better to be busy or engaged with all of life. You've got your work, social life, hobbies and various other passions that make you well-rounded and a complete person. If living your life means that you're unavailable from time to time, that's actually a good thing. Richard Wiseman, author of 59 Seconds, Change Your Life in Under a Minute, researched this. He concluded that individuals that were hard to get gave a perception that they are a scarce resource. Nevertheless, they additionally needed to be enthusiastic about the other person to be attractive. That way, it put the subject in a more well-rounded and attractive light. So, if you want to discover the psychological triggers to turn on a man's infatuation response, please click the link in the description below, and don't forget to give this some thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Now, I will discuss how you can light his fire. Basically, you need to invoke strong emotions within him while he's with you. He'll then associate those emotions to you, which naturally creates the desire to be with you. In an MIT study, behavior scientists identified that individuals have a tendency of transferring their emotions from one setting to the next. What does this imply? As an example, if you almost hit another car while driving to work, you would transfer those negative thoughts into the workplace. That previous unrelated experience would be with you throughout the remainder of your workday. This is known as psychological misattribution or psychological leakage. The human propensity to affix strong emotions to the nearest person, even if they had little to do with it. Also, this means that being physically aroused can quickly convert into a sexual attraction. So if you can find ways to keep shared experiences exciting for him, like going on an outdoor adventure or something physically stimulating, then he'll latch those feelings onto you. Now, I will discuss how you can engage his humor. Admittedly, a lot of women react to this suggestion with a raised eyebrow. But hear me out. This can be huge in your relationship. To start with, I'm not telling you to roll on the floor in hysterics at every one of his awful dad jokes. But if your funny bone really is tingling from his one-liners, then go ahead and let him know that you like them. Research shows that humor is a substantial part of sexual attraction. As you already know, women are drawn to guys who are funny as it signifies intellect, which is an attractive trait. And that's also why I personally have used humor as the foundation of my attraction formula that I teach guys. Researchers from Westfield State College, University of Western Ontario, and McMaster University state that men preferred those who were receptive to their own humor, particularly for sexual relationships. It's not about building up his ego, but more to do with the guy's desire to be appreciated by his partner. Trust me, I know plenty of men that have recognition as one of their must-haves in a relationship. So appreciating his nuances and humor is a good place to begin. If you want to know more about it, click the link in the description below and watch that second video. Now I will discuss why it's important to be a social butterfly. A multitude of studies show that spending time with a solid group of friends significantly boosts your level of attraction to a potential partner. For instance, there's research from Tilburg University in the Netherlands and the University of California that both documented the effect of what's known as the cheerleader effect. This essentially says that someone's judgment of you changes for the better once you're in a team. At first glance, you may think it's because you'll seem more popular and friendly. That makes you attractive without looking like you're trying too much to get a guy desperately. However, there's one more angle to it. You see, we have a habit of categorizing individual elements like shapes, objects, and people into a general group. This is mainly a hardwired survival trait to not visually focus only on one thing, but instead process the entire picture, and this instinct also applies to our assessment of other human beings. So in a practical sense, you can change your Facebook or online dating profile to one with a group of friends. Just check that it's obvious where you are in the photo so you don't get lost in the sea of faces. If you're thinking about finding someone new in a bar or party, get your girlfriends to join you. Social proving is a real phenomenon, so use it to your benefit. And now lastly, I will discuss this last step, the fifth step, and that's get sensual. No surprise here. Sex is a key step in the connection that you will build with that man. Yet, you might be shocked and downright worried how many women are struggling in this department. Many just don't understand power of using their feminine appeal to pull men in. And no, I'm not saying you need to act out a scene from an adult movie to excite him. What I'm saying is that you should be familiar with a man's desire and what he likes. For example, women undervalue the immense power of a gentle touch. Most guys go their whole lives without experiencing the pure pleasure of a validating pat on the back, a hug, or other kinds of affection. So, making use of body language is a powerful method to spark his senses, whether it's brushing against his arm or leg accidentally, or putting your hand on his arm for a moment. Bear in mind, guys love being teased and the seductive joy of the slow burn. And of course, men love variety when it comes to in between the sheets. So try to change it up so often you can. Better yet, go ahead and discuss your mutual desires. Maybe there's something he's curious to try, and you can share your own burning desires, ideas, or fantasies. It's just keeping the relationship healthy. Research done at Rutgers University found a unique psychological quality in men that they dubbed as an emotional tripwire. When you understand exactly how this functions and how to use it, which is super simple by the way, your man will immediately go into a state of intense infatuation. It's like a splinter in his brain, making him incapable of thinking about any other woman in a romantic way, other than you, of course. You will be his only desire and the only one he will think about in a romantic way. Wouldn't it be nice? There's a free video presentation teaching this in stunning detail, so please click the link in the description below and watch that video. And if you decide to buy it, I will earn a kickback from it, but I'm just doing this video to help you out to get the guy that you deserve, desire, and that you should appreciate a little bit so he can appreciate you a lot. Because, as I told you in another video, if you don't do anything about your relationship, it will die. But if you follow these 5 simple steps, plus watch the video, you will make it thrive. So, please, if you like this kind of content, like it, share it, and if you're not subscribed, and I don't know why, please subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you will get notified whenever I upload new videos on YouTube. So without further ado guys, this is Ricard signing off. Thanks for watching and bye.